All right, let's get to the topic. Sega. I want to show y'all something. Okay. Let me pull this up. I want y'all to remember this real quick. Does anybody remember when this happened? Miss Sarah Bond. He said, Blast said, I need them Xbox games. PlayStation is dry.
Oh,
hey. Hey, he kept it real though. They kept it real though.
He kept it a bug for sure.
He said, what's wrong with Port Bacon? Still don't have Uncharted 5.
Yeah.
I see, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'll be saying. Where the fuck are the games at? Like, that's just from gamers' perspective. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no shave, but for real, like, where's the fucking games?
Yeah. But I want y'all to look at this tweet, bro. Right? This is back in, I believe, June. Was it June?
Yeah.
June. Okay. Listen, I caught this shit. I was like, there ain't no way she just posted this crummy ass what do you call it? Train, right? Or car ride, whatever.
I didn't even that
right. But listen, I caught it. I want y'all to look. I was the first one. I was the first one. I said, did you just hold up?
That was sneak. That was good.
Bro. So she was in London for a while, but you know, she regularly been having meetings in Japan and London with Sega regularly. And this was since June, right? Today, I want to show y'all something else.
That was such a good sneak peek. It's like,
it was, bro.
It's way back there. Like,
she knew what she was doing, bro.
Yeah.
This is what happens today. Okay. Sega appoints, I'm a butcher this shit. Shuji
Utsumi.
Utsumi.
Yes.
Senpai.
Shuji.
As president, COO, and CEO of Sega, America and Europe. New leadership, y'all. New leadership.
Right.
Listen, he helped launch the PlayStation in the United States at Sony, the Dreamcast at Sega, and was involved in the creation of Kingdom Hearts at Disney Interactive, as well as Q Entertainment.
You got me with that for sure. You got me with all that shit, but Kingdom Hearts is huge to me for sure. I like
Listen up. New leadership. Real cozy with Xbox. Real cozy. And I'm sure all y'all know this. You got all the Yakuzas just about on your Game Pass, right? You got Persona from Atlas. Now they got the marketing rights to Metaphor. Y'all saw that at the showcase, right? Real cushy, real cozy. And I want y'all to see something real quick too. Tell me if I'm tripping.
Osumi-san.
They did hit him with that. He helped.
Well, we're gonna rewatch this, and I want y'all to tell me if y'all catch something on here. Some of y'all said it in the chat already.
Oh, did they?
Them Xbox controllers in their hands.
See, yeah, that's what I was trying to see. That's what I thought, and I just couldn't. I didn't want to say if that is for sure an Xbox controller, but it looks like it.
The Japanese company Sega didn't go with the home team, Nintendo, right? You know, playing on the Switch or what have you. They didn't go with the market leader, PlayStation, because they remember what happened in the Dreamcast days. You know?
It's so sad.
I'm still salty about that.
I'm still salty, yes.
Yeah, we remember. Peter Moore remembers. Pepper's Farms remembers.
Pepper's Farm remembers.
I remember everything.
They remember everything.
Victor Click, what's up, my boy?
What up?
30 Below was good. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now. I'm gonna give like a couple of things, right? And I'm gonna hand it off to. I want to hear Nova and Skellington's thoughts on this. If y'all remember, Sega's vision was to have Game Pass themselves. right? Before they went out of business. That was their vision, was to have a catalog of games that you could pay for, and then boom, it's there. And then Xbox took that. It's almost like Xbox is the love child of Sega, right?
Similar vision, yeah.
So two ways. Maybe they just release all that's a lot of games to announce, right? With gameplay. Like this shit's been in development. Yeah. It's a large catalog, y'all. A good enough one. And then you can add all the backwards the old games too, right? That's Sega's
old stuff,
right? Yeah. So we might be into like a Ubisoft Plus or EA Play situation here, to where they come out with their own service.
Ubisoft right? Connect.
Yeah, not Connect. Not Connect.
Well, okay. Not a fan.
But I envision them having this in Game Pass, just like EA Play. Right? And normally it would be like $10, $15, probably like $10 for like, the standard shit, $15 if you want all the old games, right?
And this is for Sega's,
right? And I think Sega puts it on all platforms, right? But it's going to be in Game Pass though, which will go like EA Play, right? Which will go crazy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It is, because I think they've invested into Sega quite a bit, especially with like paying them money to put all the Yakuzas and Personas and all that shit, so that they can go ahead and ramp up and develop more games, right? Before I go any further, though, I'm gonna start with you, Skell. What do you think? First of all, do you think that's a good look? Second, because a lot of people are talking about they're tired of consolidation, right? Y'all need to see these budgets. Studios is closing down and laying off people every day, B.
People are getting laid off right now. It's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Straight up, right? I want your thoughts on, do you think this would be a good look? 2, do you like consolidation or the acquisitions? You think it's good for gaming as a whole, or bad? And what do you envision Sega actually doing with all these IPs?
Okay. Do I think it's a good look? Yeah, I think Sega needs whatever they can kind of do, honestly. Ever since they kind of were out, they've been trying to get back in. So I think whatever they can put out, if they put out like you said, an EA Play, so we get on Game Pass, we see the Sega game, and then it makes us open up like the Sega client, right? That's what you kind of mean?
Yep.
And then now we're on the Sega client, and they make us, we get to download, but we get to see all their stuff now, and then they have their backwards games. I think that's fire. I don't see any issue with that, especially because people want access to old stuff, especially Sonic stuff. Like people would go back just to play OG Sonics quick. And now they got, especially if you get all the, I would go back and fuck with Sonic Adventure 2 and fuck with some Child Babies. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
bruh.
Why not?
That's all I played Sonic for.
Bruh.
Raise them child.
Raise them child, bruh. Like, you better be a good pops. It's tough. You get special ones. That shit was fun. I wouldn't mind having.
That shit was fire.
I wish I had like a Tamagotchi or some shit to do that, like on the go. Just child though. I don't want to do that.
I think they did have that for the Dreamcast, didn't they? Like with the little bitty
unit thing.
Yeah, the memory units. The VMUs, I think they were
VMU, yeah. I think they something like that, but technology back then, and it's limited, I'm sure. But now we can have that shit look like that game and do that. But I say that to say, I think that's a good look for Sega for sure, because we all want Sega stuff. Sure,
is this Gamsley saying, "Yo, where's Gamsley?"
Oh, it is.
Gamsley, bro. Fuck.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'll look at the
What's good, Gamsley?
Like, that's a nigga doing a kick. I was like, oh, bro.
Said,
yo, where's Gamsley, bro?
Shout out to Gamsley, bro. What's up, man?
Shout out to you, Gamsley.
Oh, bro. Talk that shit.
That's
man.
a good one.
Damn. That was hilarious.
Oh
bro.
man!
All right, go on.
That's
bro.
funny.
I'm sorry, I derailed. Go on.
That was good. I can't even lie. What up, What up, man? But yeah, I think it's a good look. And you said, do I like consolidation? When you say it, you mean just having all my games in one place?
Well, these bigger companies like Amazon,
going into
Apple,
other companies,
like them buying up smaller studios or even larger ones. Like we saw ABK and Bethesda get swallowed up by Xbox,
right?
Destiny getting swallowed up by, or Bungie getting swallowed up by Sony,
right? Do
like
I
what
like
do you?
it? Honestly,
I mean, yeah. I mean, do you think it's like the times? Do you think like no, I'm not for that. Like just give me your general thoughts on that.
My thoughts on it will probably come strictly from a gamer's perspective, and I don't lose on anything that happens. Like if these studios get picked up that are like dying out, and then they can still get to put out the game, I don't give a shit where it's at. Like I just want to play the game. You know what I mean? So if these like acquisitions, that's what you're calling it, or consolidations are happening, like if they're letting me play games that I want to play that aren't, if that shit would give me the PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale, like I'm saying, like if that shit makes my games happen, I don't care, bro. Like personally, like doesn't bother me. Just let the I'm mad the games are going to $70. Like I hope someone can lessen the price of shit. Like, but I like how Game Pass is letting me get to, it helps my pockets, bro.
Yeah,
it helps my pockets. So if it helps my pockets more, like from the gamer perspective, it's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? I just want the games, like, and who gets them, I'm a shit. Whoever has them is got them. I don't give a shit. I want to play the games. You know what I mean? So I think it does have potential for Monopoly-esque type stuff to happen. There could be one ruler of all games, but I mean, as long as the games are out, I don't think the gamers are going to give a shit, especially people who aren't into the politicking of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right now it's 10 cent. 10 cent is
oh my god, bro.
On top.
They are insane. I think they even own a portion of Discord right now, actually.
Jesus.
They own a portion of Riot.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Everywhere, bro.
10 Cent is the largest player in the gaming space, bro.
Yeah.
We always talk about the console makers. First of all, shout out to the Aussie queen herself, Epic Treasure.
What up?
Shout out.
You want me to whip and everything? Oh shit, that shit, I was cracking up at that Epic. That shit was funny, man. Gaz's face was like, what? Oh man, but yeah, like 10 Cent. I mean, you got Sony, you had Embracer, but Embracer is in trouble, bro. Like, it's mad crazy. But yeah, so and then like move to you, Nova. Or was you finished?
Nah, that's pretty much how I say, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nova, what's your thoughts, man?
On like if acquisitions are good and if they should go through.
Yeah, what you think about the Sega thing? You have any like hot takes on if that's something that could potentially happen? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think that there is a such thing as maybe like an Xbox and Sega partnership to where they can bring the games to them, but recently within the last couple of years when it's come up, even that Shuji guy has made comment that, hey, we're not looking to be acquired, we're looking to do the acquiring. So
okay,
Sega, so Sega as a company, they're looking to grow and do some partnerships so they can stand on their own, which I think is dope, man. I'm a huge fan of Sega. They're already showing that they're willing to spread some of their IPs on other platforms, especially with Nintendo right now. They have the whole Sega emulator with the games packs on there just for Sega if you have Nintendo online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's dope. And I would love to see some of those Sega games come over to Game Pass. That would be super dope. So I'm all for acquisitions as long as it's not like a EA thing to where they're acquiring a lot of developers and then closing the studios down pretty close to after acquisition.
Yeah.
So if we're still able to get the products, man, go ahead and you're able to get it to the gamer for a pretty decent price. Yeah, I'm all for it, man.
Do you think some of those bigger publishers like EA do that so they can, because they really just want to own the IP.
Right.
I think so. I think they don't want the competition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, I'll just buy you and close you down because they got
close you down, and then I have all the IP rights. Like,
that's, I don't get me wrong, business is business. That's just what that comes down to. It sucks, but
yeah, that shit's nuts, bro.
Yeah.